Holla, holla, it's murder.
Back sooner than we expected with another Necro Overtime.
A lot of happenings out there.
We've been busting these motherfuckers out every couple weeks.
People like to know what's up, what's going on out in the world.
There's been a lot of updates to our news shows, right?
Updates constantly happening. Do we need a jingle for the show? Just nothing.
People will listen.
He's like,
What kind of jingle? What do you mean?
I don't know, like, it's Necro OT, not the normal Necronomipod, it's Necro OT.
I think we just got
something
it.
like that.
Hey, Ian, cut that. Dave put that on the soundboard. We got it. Come on, if I'm going to do a bonus on all of our Patreon, I think you can do a little jingle.
There's updates. It's not the original story. It's Necro OT.
I think that's perfect. Well done. Well, we got that taken care of. Cross that off the list. Declan, we don't need an intro for Necro OT. Dave wrote it. Yeah, fuck you. You came up short again, you incompetent prick. I don't care if you served in World War II. You still fucking suck, you old piece of shit. Your tits hang longer than your sister's. I would know, I fucked them. God, I hate that guy. Ugh, he just won't die. Soon.
Why don't you fire him?
You can't fire someone who's not paid, right? Like,
sure you can. Change the locks.
Well, go ahead. Lock him out of your boiler room. You have his cot right there next to the heat pump.
I think I lost the key to the chains. I'm not sure we can let him out.
Oh well. So anyways, we got 3 updates. Well, what's first, Dave?
Got a couple of things happening. First up, our friend Allison Mack of the NXIVM cult.
NXIVM. I kept thinking Scientology.
NXIVM cult. She was released early from prison a couple days ago. Released early. Can we get a recap of the NXIVM cult, maybe?
Started out with Keith Raniere and Nancy Salzman.
Mike loves Keith.
Fucking knee pads.
Self-help courses that he, like pyramid scheme.
He was a schmoozer.
Scheme.
Like, he had ladies in love with him.
Yeah.
They loved him.
He was very successful in that, what is it, MLM?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where he kind of just took that model and turned it into a self-help thing.
He was good at volleyball.
He was good at volleyball. Big fan. Allison Mack, there's video of her like being in awe of him while he's playing volleyball.
She's like with those knee pads, right? Like, she was a successful Hollywood, I wouldn't say she's a star, successful Hollywood actress, right?
She was in Smallville.
She's in Smallville.
I never watched it, but it's kind of
just crazy. Like, imagine like women in awe of me playing lawn darts. Like, just come on.
Like, oh, that guy holds his darts.
I'm wearing knee pads, obviously. You want a stray dart to get you on the kneecap.
I'm going to start a cult and find girls for him to fuck all the time whenever he wants.
Well, yeah, that's like most guys, most cult leaders. He went down that path and set up his whole just like subgroup where it was that MLM marketing pyramid scheme, but with women. That's sexual trafficking. You can't do that. He was branding them or having
the brand.
He was having the girls brand the ones under them. So Allison Mack was a big ringleader in that. And
she procured people.
Yeah.
So he got life, right? He got life in prison.
Right.
She got 4 years in federal prison a couple years ago, and she ended up getting out early this week, or a couple weeks ago.
She had an easy sentence.
Yeah.
And I think you've expressed the opinion before. A lot of other people from that cult should have went to prison probably for their roles.
Yeah. I remember watching the HBO documentary and at first being like really into it. And then after a while, I'm like, all of you people are
complicit.
Yeah. Like you guys aren't the ones that should be like the big survivors here fighting back. What about all the average people that got...
You did this. You facilitated this.
Right. Yeah. You guys were all in charge.
Yeah. Right.
It's the same thing like with Jonestown. Maria Katsaris, Annie Moore, all of his ringleader women, they're as guilty as he is.
Yeah.
Same thing with this.
So here's the update. Smallville actor Allison Mack released from prison early. Mack was sentenced in June 2021 to 3 years in prison for her role in a purported self-help group that prosecutors say doubled as a secret sex cult. Mack, 40, was released from a federal prison in California on Monday, according to inmate records on the Federal Bureau of Prisons website. The Bureau of Prisons and an attorney who represented Mack did not immediately respond to overnight requests for comment from NBC News. Mack was sentenced in June 2021 to 3 years in prison for her role in NXIVM, a purported self-help group that prosecutors said doubled as a secret sex cult. In 2019, the actor pleaded guilty to various crimes, including extortion and forced labor, when she was a high-ranking member of NXIVM, the upstate New York group led by Mike's favorite person, Keith Raniere, who was serving a 120-year prison sentence.
There he is. That's the scene. He's talking to Allison Mack at that part.
Oh, yeah, that's her.
No, she's staying in front of him. She's off camera.
Oh, I was like, that girl is eye fucking him as well.
Oh,
Next
yeah,
to
they
him.
all do, though. They all love him.
He's a fucking cool guy.
That needs to be the photo we use for this. Jesus Christ. Look at the girl next to him, like checking him out.
What a douche. Get the fuck out of here. Under federal sentencing guidelines, Mack would have faced 14 to 17 and a half years behind bars, but prosecutors argued the actor deserved less time because of her cooperation with investigators. She cannot undo what has been done, and she will have to live with the regret for the rest of her life, Mack's lawyer said in a previous court filing. But Ms. Mack still holds the potential to be valuable to society as a family member, as a friend, as a helper to those in need, and as a cautionary tale. In the same filing, Mack said she understood the physical and emotional pain she inflicted on cult victims. Quote, I have experienced overwhelming shame as I have worked to accept and understand all that went on and all that I chose, Mack wrote. Devoting my loyalty, my resources, and ultimately my life to Raniere, she said, was the biggest mistake and greatest regret of my life. I'm sorry to those of you that I brought into NXIVM, Mack said. I'm sorry I ever exposed you to the nefarious and emotionally abusive schemes of a twisted man. I'm sorry that I encouraged you to use your resources to participate in something that was ultimately so ugly. Former NXIVM members had told investigators how Raniere had established a secret sorority within the group in which women were kept on starvation diets branded with his initials in order to have sex with him. Mack was previously best known for her work on Smallville, playing Chloe Sullivan, the close friend of a young Clark Kent. Do you think she's really repentant, or do you think she still secretly longs for Keith Raniere? You think she kind of snapped out of that cult? Did she have any like deculting things in prison or any help to?
I could believe that once you're out of that lifestyle, you kind of snap out of it and you're like, what the fuck? Like looking
You think
back,
so?
like what was I believe that could happen.
Yeah, like I'm going to federal prison because of this fucking douche now. Like
Yeah,
does
like
that
once you're there, like
snap you back to
reality sets in,
What
like-
was I doing?
I think so for sure.
I think
hope
that's
so.
100% possible with her. I don't know. The statement made me gag a few times. That's a cheesy ass statement.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
Let's see what you're going to do when you really come out. Are you really going to make an effort to help women who have been abused? That would be nice. So I don't know. Maybe to be determined on that.
Will
I think
she
it's possible.
ever be able to be an actor again?
Maybe.
Hollywood loves a good comeback story.
Maybe some independent stuff for a while, probably. Maybe some theater. I don't know if that's her background. Maybe she could do that. But I don't know.
I think she's a victim of Keith Raniere's for sure. I think when you start participating in what in the crimes, then it's an issue, and you need to be held accountable.
Yeah. And she was held accountable, whether we agree with the punishment or not, or the sentence. She was held accountable. But like I said, I kind of want to see what you do after the fact now.
Yeah.
Maybe you start speaking out, or you start helping, speaking out about the dangers of cults or men who manipulate women, men who make women go on starvation diets or whatever we said.
Yeah. How you redeem yourself and pull yourself back in.
I would like to see that. And you know what? Then I'd be all for it.
There was something I watched for NXIVM. I think it was after we did the series that I watched about them. But the one that I watched that came out, the documentary I watched that came out after the HBO one, focused on the average everyday people that joined those groups and spent all their money on all those dietary things, and it just ruined people's lives. That's what it should have been about, not the high up members that were making tons of money and fucking people over themselves. And I think that they all are victims of Keith Raniere too, but you're participating in crimes.
I think it's a fine line into being a victim versus a victim who turns into a perpetrator, right?
Jim Jones's whole inner circle, even outside of his core women, there's other guys that were, doing things for him. I think those guys like Archie Imus and stuff, they're complicit in some of that.
Absolutely.
More than just the average person that just gave up their life to follow Jim Jones.
Sure.
Will you be interviewing them for the final episode of Promised Land?
Who's that?
Any of those guys?
Who's Promised Land? That's a podcast you started a long time ago. Not sure if you're familiar with it.
I forgot all about it.
Who, my podcast? No, that's not me, bro. You got the wrong guy.
Never heard of it.
Oh, that's good.
The funny thing is, we were out, some point last month, and Ian was telling some fans how it would be done by June 30th, and I pulled him aside. I go, what's this she's talking about over here? I go, this is not going to happen. Why are you telling these people that? He's like, nope, I'm going to get it done. I go, all right.
I woke up in the morning.
All right, so Allison Mack is back out.
She's free. Let's follow her story, see what she comes up with.
I would
see
like
if she
to
finds her way back.
a good follow up. I want to see that she's speaking out or doing something.
Although Hollywood's on strike now, she's
not going to be
doing any work.
You can still be speaking out though. You
Sure.
can still.
Yeah, you don't have to be hired.
Yeah, she can speak.
Yeah, she can just go speak out.
She can't do any promotional stuff, but she hasn't filmed any movies in a while, so
She ain't be doing that.
it's okay.
She's not going to be doing any of that.
She's going to write a book, I bet you.
I'm sure she will.
I think that's very likely.
She probably wrote it in prison. It's probably already ready to go.
But if the wording is as bad as what Dave read from that article, like I have no time for that copy and paste type.
Well, her lawyer wrote that statement.
That's what I mean, though. Like if it's going to be like, I want her to see her become active and helping maybe women, like I said, who are abused, or people who might be prone to joining cults or being suckered into whatever schemes Keith had. Let's do that. And that would be, then let's see that good comeback then.
I'm praying for her, Mike.
She's only 40. I didn't realize she was that young.
I didn't realize she was that old.
Yeah, I thought she was younger than 40.
I knew she was older than me. I thought she was like closer to 50.
No, I thought she was younger than...
All right.
I thought she was younger than me.
I guess we were all over the board on that one then.
A lot of time left.
All right. Well,
All right.
let's see what happens with her.
Next update. We did an update on Leslie Van Houten. Houten or Houten?
Howden.
Never
Houghton.
heard of him. What did he do?
She was a Charles Manson follower who was still in prison, who the parole board recommended to be released, and Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, said,
No,
No
not
way.
today.
I am not letting Manson followers out. I am trying to run for president someday. He was overruled, and the update is Leslie has been released from prison. So she's out and about.
So what was this last Necro OT?
That was a few
2
weeks ago.
Well, the
Sometime last
episode was a
month.
few weeks ago, but I didn't know if it was the last OT.
I don't remember.
But, I just meant Ian didn't have to necessarily recap the whole Manson family thing.
No, I mean, she wasn't there for the Sharon Tate murder, but she was there for the LaBiancas, and she
stabbed them, right?
She stabbed Rosemary. She helped Big Patty tie the cord from the blinds around Rosemary's neck, or the cord from the lamp, around Rosemary's neck with a pillowcase. So,
and speaking of that, Dave, I don't know if we mentioned this. What was it, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, when we were talking about the Haunted Museum in Vegas, in the celebrity room. I know we focused on Patrick Swayze.
yeah.
They had Sharon Tate's wedding dress.
Oh yeah.
Really?
As well, yeah, in the room. That was like the big piece of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, why did he have it though? Other than
He can, I guess. I don't know.
and then she as we were leaving, it was altered, the dress. And as we were walking out of the room, I think someone asked why it was altered, and it was because she was wearing it like to Hollywood galas as well.
Yeah.
She was wearing it other than just her wedding. But yeah, they had Sharon Tate's wedding dress.
Well, and Zach owned a La Bianca house for a while.
Yeah, they did talk about that at the museum because they had the chandelier.
Okay, I know he sold that, but yeah,
Which that like
he bought
the
it
stuff's-
sight unseen, from what I recall.
I forgot about the chandelier.
Yeah, like that stuff is.
What are we feeling?
Like I was ripped off.
That stuff's cool to look at, but when they have that tour guide there being all cheesy, like this chandelier saw the murders of the La Biancas, like
It's weird.
stop saying
it's an inanimate object. It
Yeah,
didn't see anything. It's not holding on to anything.
Like if you literally just had a card in front of it that said this was the chandelier from La Bianca home where these murders were committed, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
yeah,
Don't gimmick it up. Just let me. We've spoken enough about that. I know.
but yeah, she's
But yeah, her.
definitely shouldn't be walking around.
No.
She killed innocent people that had nothing to do with it. Literally any connection to the
Yeah.
just average everyday people.
Well, what was she initially sentenced to?
Death?
Yeah, then it got commuted.
And then it got commuted to just life, but then she got paroled. Life with the opportunity
Was
of
it
parole.
was it there was no life with no parole?
Yeah, so
Is that what it was? I don't remember.
yeah, all those guys, something in those California laws changed to where they get parole because Ed Kemper got parole. And,
Sirhan was on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She probably shouldn't be out walking around.
Because we talked about this last time. They all look like kindly old grandmothers now. So you kind of forget that they were doing things like that. Like you don't picture her doing that, but she is a brutal murderer.
And that's true with anyone. It's the same thing with you find old Nazis that are 90 years old now. Well, yeah, too fucking bad. They still should be killed because they're still Nazis and they did terrible stuff. I don't care if they're 90 now.
Yeah, their age should not make a difference on.
Everyone ages.
kind of
Everyone
piece of shit
turns
they are.
into a kindly old man or woman.
Well,
It
not
doesn't
Declan. He's
erase
still
anything.
a fuck up, but he's been a fuck up since the day he was born. He'll be a fuck up the day he dies, and I'll say the same fucking thing when I stand over his grave.
Are you gonna piss on Declan's grave?
Well, probably, 'cause there's not really many bathrooms in a cemetery, right? You got to pee somewhere.
Jesus. Former Manson family member Leslie Van Houten released from California prison. Van Houten was released to parole supervision, California Department of Corrections, and rehabilitation spokesperson Mary Jimenez said Van Houten will have a 3-year maximum parole term with a parole discharge review occurring after 1 year, Jimenez said. Van Houten, now in her 70s, was 19 when she met Manson and joined the murderous cult that came to be called the Manson family. Prior to her release on Tuesday, she was serving concurrent sentences of 7 years to life after she was convicted in 1971 for her role in the killings of supermarket executive Leno LaBianca and his wife Rosemary at their LA home. California Governor Gavin Newsom's office on Friday announced it would not challenge a state appellate court ruling in May that opened the possibility of parole for Van Houten, clearing the path to her release. Quote, more than 50 years after the Manson cult committed these brutal offenses, the victims' families still feel the impact, as do all Californians. Governor Newsom reversed Ms. Van Houten's parole grant 3 times since taking office and defended against her challenges of those decisions in court. Aaron Mellon, a spokesperson for the governor, said Friday, the governor is disappointed by the Court of Appeals' decision to release Ms. Van Houten, but will not pursue further actions as efforts to further appeal are unlikely to succeed. The California Supreme Court accepts appeals in very few cases and generally does not select cases based on this type of fact-specific determination, Melton said.
Whoever like really, really wanted her to be released, it's a weird hill to die on, to push it, to like fight back and forth with the governor.
Yeah, it is.
There's other battles that could be fought other than letting her out of prison.
I'm sure there's some weed dealers in California that from back in the old days that we could let out.
That probably
Since
don't.
you could
need
buy
to be there.
weed everywhere in the country now.
Well, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, what's she gonna do? She's not. Is she sick? She's not sick, right? The other lady died. They didn't let her out. She died in prison, right?
Yeah, she looks fine.
Yeah.
Seems fine.
She's gonna live
How
all her
old was
golden
she?
years.
Did we say?
70s. I don't know. Doesn't seem fair to me.
I'd rather her just die in prison. She doesn't necessarily deserve to have happy times and enjoy, the deliciousness of a
Big Mac.
I was gonna go a Taco Bell breakfast crunch wrap
Okay, that's fair.
because that's better than a Big Mac in my opinion. She doesn't deserve to have that right.
Probably should have killed her in the early 70s.
I just let her die in prison eating, that maggot food that, I've seen Shawshank. I know how that food goes.
Maggot poison food.
Yeah.
Porridge. There's a maggot in my porridge.
Porridge. But yeah, I don't know. That's how I think about things. Does this person deserve to eat a breakfast crunch wrap from Taco Bell?
That's how you gauge all things. All right.
Which I think is much harsher than capital punishment. That's just me. What do I know? You're a big what?
I'm a big fan of the breakfast crunch wrap.
With sausage, right?
It's quite delicious.
Sausage or bacon?
Sausage.
Yeah.
I've never had Taco Bell breakfast before.
I'm not a
Pretty tasty.
fan of the normal Crunch Wrap Supreme or Crunch Wraps, but the breakfast one, me gusta. Me gusta. Because instead of like that hard shell inside, it's a fucking hash brown, and then it's just egg, cheese, and then sausage. Dude, do yourself a favor tomorrow. Get the Taco Bell before, 10:30, I think? If
They
you
should
can do
sell it all
is.
day long.
Dude,
Should.
or just wake up and DoorDash that shit. Do it.
I DoorDashed a Crunch Wrap Supreme at midnight a couple weeks ago. After that party where the Freddy Two Fingers party.
Oh, that's right.
When was that? Last week?
You guys were texting me, and you got home and DoorDash, and you were DoorDashing pizza.
Yeah, I ordered pizza.
Yeah, DoorDash, Freddy Two Fingers here. I'd like a Crunch Wrap Supreme.
They're like, say no more, Freddy Two Fingers. It's already on your way. We know you're typical. God, now I want to DoorDash that. Well, I'm going to make some bad choices when I get home later. I'm going to spend a lot of money I don't need to spend. That's not going to be good. But yes, the Taco Bell breakfast is very good.
Oh, for
I
sure.
think McDonald's obviously has a good breakfast game. Taco Bell we just talked about, and then I think Wendy's that their Baconator is good, but just their sausage sandwiches are really tasty.
I've never had their breakfast either.
Yeah,
I don't think I have either.
I think their sandwiches are up there. I'm not saying they're better than McDonald's and Taco Bell, but it's up there. Anyways, do Taco Bell before Wendy's if you get the chance. Get that crunch wrap.
It's good advice, probably.
And that bitch shouldn't be getting any of that, but now she has the chance to. What the hell's her name?
Leslie Van Houten.
Well, I hate her.
I don't like her and she stinks.
She doesn't deserve a crunch wrap.
What if she kills someone? Like she's
that's-
bloodthirsty and she's like 72 years old. She fucking goes and just slaughters people.
Do
Yeah.
parole boards ever have to release like their reasoning? Like here's like I know it's like a jury.
I
Like you
don't
don't ever
know.
have to explain yourself. I almost feel like sometimes you should have to explain yourself. Like I want to know why this woman who has killed pretty harshly, like not just a random, like she is killed. Why do you feel she should be let out? Why is my family going to be safe with your decision?
Because time heals all wounds, Mike.
Yeah, but that's what I want. Like, okay, then write that and sign your name to that because I want that documented. And then if she kills, can I hold you accountable?
Oh.
I would like to know.
They'll be like, parole board? I don't know what parole board is. What are you talking about?
Never heard of her. I've never been on a parole board. I don't even know what that is.
I think it's probably like Arthur Shawcross's parole.
Yeah.
The only reason we know anything about
It's that one
parole
guy.
is because that one guy spoke out and said something. They probably
what's
keep a lot of
scary.
that under wraps.
That's what's scary about it is how are people who are on a parole board that blinded towards some of these individuals?
I think it's based on what you subscribe to, right? Like if you subscribe to rehabilitation
And I don't mean to say that like we have the hindsight of 2020, going back. But that one guy on the parole board was adamant, like Shawcross is very dangerous. He's the most, I think he said the most dangerous person we have ever released from prison.
And he was right.
Yeah.
Like, this is a different story, but yeah, that
I know
one,
we're going
yeah,
on a tangent,
yeah.
but
I don't think you can compare the two stories, but sure. In a case like that,
but it just
like,
speaks
that
to
guy
like the
should've-
parole boards in general. Like, I would love to know the reasoning, the rationale behind why is other than they're rehabilitated. They said the right things, whatever. Maybe she was influenced by Manson, or
Maybe Leslie went in there like red and's like, look here, Sonny.
yeah.
You can use your words and your books. And all right, last story tonight. We got a new Loch Ness Monster video.
Oh man,
Ian, what is the Loch Ness Monster? Remind us.
not the one in my pants. The fake one. The fake one.
The working.
The working Loch Ness monster. I got the shoe.
Not the garden snake.
The earthworm.
Right up there with Bigfoot as far as being popular in the cryptid world.
I think that's right, yeah.
Looks like a dinosaur. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's the one with the fins and long neck, small head.
A Triccephalociptus.
Amazing.
Weren't you the dinosaur guy?
When I was a little kid, I was all about the dinosaurs. Yeah, I've sadly lost all that knowledge.
Okay.
Interesting that I learned about in that episode is that there were land sightings of the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
More land sightings than not.
Yeah. And all that fake stuff with the guy who
Yeah.
ultimately faked the most famous sighting, right? To
Right.
get revenge on the newspaper.
That's right. I forgot about that. The land sightings kind of killed that one for me. That's when I was like, I liked it better when it was just in the water.
You're like an aquatic cryptid. As soon as they come
I
on
don't
land,
know.
you're
It
like,
just made it. I don't know. To me, it was just more believable that way.
At least for me, like all the conspiracy shows from the 90s and stuff, they always show that picture of the Loch Ness Monster and they don't give any background. They're just like, oh, could this be swimming around? And they just use that picture. So I didn't know the origins of it. When I really researched it, I'm like, oh shit, this has been fake this
once
whole
you
time.
debunk that main picture, like,
And that guy just did it for revenge.
which was awesome. It was a great story. Like, good for you, man. That was sweet.
Well, and we debunked Bigfoot based on that whole fake video, right? People got all pissy at us for that one.
Actually, somebody released. Did you see this? Someone not too long ago released like a frame stabilized version of that.
No.
And it's like walking like a person. They took out the jitter and the frame resolution and stuff. Oh, I forget what the terms
Of that,
are,
the
but
same. Who was
Same,
who
the
were
gimlet,
guy,
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, the gimlet.
Gimlet.
Patterson.
Patterson gimlet.
Is it
That sounds
Patterson?
right.
Yeah.
Wow, look at me.
But there's a stabilized view of that now you can watch, and it's just like
And it makes it worse.
yeah,
You're
it's like just
that's
someone
100%
walking
a
down the
fucking
river.
human.
Yeah.
I can see the fucking zipper on the back of his outfit.
It looks even less real now.
All right.
I'll check that out after we're done with this. It's interesting.
So here's the
We're gonna be
Loch
mad at us
Ness.
now because we said that because people really go all in on that one.
People got mad at us on Bigfoot show.
Sorry, it's
was called,
fucking
like,
fake.
I was told that I have a 7th grade presentation style, like how I narrate.
All right.
That video's still fucking fake, asshole.
Yeah.
It's not real. Stop it. It's a
You
guy
are
in a
not
fucking
allowed,
suit.
You're not allowed to talk about pro wrestling if you think that video is real.
That's absurd.
I'm sorry.
Latest Loch Ness Monster sighting leaves witness's heart pounding. The latest Loch Ness Monster sighting to be caught on video this year was so good that the witness said it had his heart pounding. The witness, 50-year-old Ian O'Fadigan, I can't pronounce this Irish name, is perhaps the most prolific Loch Ness Monster hunter in the world, having recorded what he believes is the creature more than 20 times since 2017. O'Fadigan regularly monitors the Loch Ness webcam, searching for signs of the cryptid. His latest sighting was recorded by a webcam located at Shoreland Lodges near Fort Augustus on the southern shore of Loch Ness. My heart was pounding because I knew I was on something here, and when the creature resurfaced and moved parallel to the boat, what a picture that was, he told the Mirror about the sighting. This picture belongs in any exhibition to do with the Loch Ness Monster. I won the lottery with this video clip, It is quite large and throwing up a lot of water, and its wake is nearly as big as the boat. 15 or 20 feet would not be an over-exaggeration. I immediately knew when it first emerged and began to move that this is no large fish. Fish do not have wakes. The emergence of this creature from the water and its movement is uncharacteristic of a seal or an otter. The quality of the sighting could not really be any better, unless you were actually standing there with a high-powered camera. The boat adds credibility to the sighting, and the size of the wake in comparisons of the scale can be deduced by the presence of the boat. So this thing like comes out of the water, and it's kind of going parallel with a boat that kind of gives you the scope and size based on the boat. 2 months ago, Fadigan recorded another Loch Ness Monster sighting on the Visit Inverness Loch Ness webcams. If there was ever a sighting that was supposed to be the Loch Ness Monster, this sighting fits the bill, he told the Mirror. That's it. I think we'll post a link to this video, but there is definitely something in the water there. There's something there.
Did you send it? I didn't see it.
I'm sorry. I thought we looked at it earlier. See it swimming in the bottom right corner? What is it? It's a Loch Ness Monster.
Well, that's a long video. 5 minutes, pal. I want this to exist. Just like I want Bigfoot to exist. I just don't believe Bigfoot does exist. And I don't know yet about the Loch Ness Monster. I don't know if I have enough definitive thought.
It's super cool to think that a dinosaur survived. And
is it that crazy that could happen?
No, but then how does it?
It is very cool.
It's a little crazy, but it's not. I mean, it's not. I don't know what that crazy is. It's a little crazy.
Like in the ocean, I'm sure that there's something that we've thought is extinct that's not. I don't know about the Loch Ness necessarily, that something like that could survive there. Yeah. Also, there would have to be some breeding going on.
Maybe this thing's 4,000 years old.
It could be like a turtle. Those tortoises live like 500 years or something. I know it's not 500 years, but...
Well, there's that one researcher that subscribes to that theory about like that everything has to mate to continue on. So his theory was that we should be looking for Loch Ness Monster bones at this point.
Is it proof positive? Is it the jackpot like this guy says? Maybe not. It's a cool video though. Check it out.
I mean, there's something swimming there.
Yeah.
It's not, its head isn't all out. And like the original picture that you always see is super cool.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit, that's crazy. But then it's fake.
I forgot all about that. Yeah. That was just a vengeance photo.
Look here, you. I'll show you.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Question my credibility, see?
What was it? It was like a whale penis upside down was what the rumor was.
That's one of the theories.
Loch Ness, like the Loch Ness Monster spottings were the whale penis.
Which it does look like a whale penis.
Yeah. A little smaller than the average human penis, based on my knowledge, but not bad, though. Not bad.
Not bad. That's the updates for this evening.
All right, not bad. Done a good show.
Good stuff.
Great updates. Anything else? Anything add to those?
No, if you see Allison or Leslie on the street, just tell them we said hello and welcome to parole.
Also, watch out. Be careful.
Yeah. Are you like you're threatening them, or
no? I'm saying be careful if you see them.
Oh, so they don't kill you.
Yeah, or
sell you into sex
or
slavery.
Brand you and send you into sex. Yeah.
Are you threatening?
You told them to watch out. Like, oh, you got plans on them? You got a contract out on them? You're so upset they got paroled? You're gonna murder them?
If I did, would I actually talk about it here, pal? Come on.
You might.
Don't watch it.
Bye.